Hi, this is K.N.Fitzwater, and we're gonna go through a breakup. Cheers. Let's get over with it. Let's get over with it. I think we're gonna go through a breakup. Okay. You blinked as you felt something fall down your cheek. Cove bit his lip.
So sorry.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to make you feel bad bringing this up. It's just I don't know what I wanted. It's a breakup. It's a breakup. But I felt I had to say something about this. If not now, then when? At the corner of your eye, you notice a nearby table people are just staring. Cove's outburst had attracted attention. The eyes on you just made things worse. You felt overwhelmed. Smothered about everything going on. You can handle this. I need some air. Alone. We broke up. We broke up. We broke up. We broke up. Ah! Okay. My God, I'm so pissed. I did not click the angry options because my first reaction is to cry. Always. I always cry. I thought for a moment maybe he just needs assurance and maybe things will work out, but no, it actually felt like an actual let's end the relationship now because it's going to happen. Cove seemed pained, but he didn't protest when you brushed past him and left the restaurant. There was nowhere else to go but out. You step onto the sidewalk. A couple of cars drove by on the main street and the breeze hit your face. You took a few deep breaths now that conversation was no longer suffocating you. You weren't quite sure what to do next. Gaining space had been the only plan. Patted your sides on reflex and pulled out a spare key for your mom's car. Walking fast, you went down the sidewalk to the part of the street where your parents had parked. You remember going past a particular building on the way into the restaurant and managed to backtrack your way to the car without incident. You unlocked the car with a shake and push of the button. The headlights flashed. Pulled open one of the back doors and took yourself inside. You shut the door and the car beeped when you locked it again. Am I gonna go drive off into the sunset? Is this what it is? Am I gonna be one of those, like an opposite of a runaway bride or something? Because it actually felt like Cove broke up with me here. While putting the key away, you switched out for your phone. There were concerned messages from your family. Were you okay? Was something happened? No, the text came in from your sister at that moment. You didn't respond to any of it, just held down the power button. Look back at your phone and stare at the black blank screen. You see part of your face reflecting back at you. Then you drop your phone on the seat. We just got into a relationship. We just asked this dude to be your boyfriend. It felt like it was yesterday. It didn't make sense with the timing of this whole crap. Yeah, I would cry. Fuck him. Oh my God. Your eyes burned. You blinked slowly. You felt warm tears drip down your cheeks. Your breath hitched. Suddenly, or maybe not so suddenly, as this had been a building for a while, you started to cry. Then you tried to work through your emotions. You did your best to reflect on the situation and sort yourself out. That's it? That's all the game does? Finally, I selected something that the game doesn't know what to do. I'm I'm gonna reserve my thoughts at the end. I'm gonna reserve my thoughts at the end. Let's just get through this. I have a sneaking suspicion that because I was so late in getting a romance with Cove, this was going to be the bad ending. If you get this game, you may get the good ending. Not. A few minutes pass by. You breathe in the quiet. The car started to get warm, but you didn't feel like turning it on to get the AC going or roll down the windows. I would honestly drive away. He broke up with me! No, I don't want to text to Cove! He's the one who did this shit to me. He just fucking broke up. More time passed and eventually you felt too guilty of leaving everyone to worry about you. You would go back inside. You could deal with it. You would make yourself deal with it. But when you tried to open the car door to the sidewalk, it didn't budge. You took the case and unlocked the car just in case. You tried the door again, but it still wouldn't let you out. Your frustrations were rising. Slam against the door. It was going to open whether it wanted to or not. This time you had to push it open a crack, but not completely. Ow. Would I know who would be there? You gasped and saw some familiar bright green hair through the crack. Cove was sitting on the ground, his back against the car. You just smashed said door right into him. Good. How long have you been there? He rolled out of the way. The door swung completely open. He got to his feet and rubbed his head awkwardly. The whole time? Get out. Just get out. You blink at him. I wanted to know where you went after you ran off. I was worried, but then I found you here. I didn't want to bother you, so I waited. Sorry, I didn't notice you were trying to get out. Can we talk? I'm gonna close the door, get this car into reverse, and I'm gonna run him over. Like how? No! You were taken aback. You swallowed your hesitations and nodded. No! I would not nod to this! Cove walked around to the other side of the car, opposite of you. He put his hand on the door handle and pulled. Oh, now we're in the car. We're gonna talk. He sat down but quietly closed the door behind him. For a moment, he faced straight ahead. His hands flinched, but he got halfway through putting on his seatbelt before he realized he wasn't actually going anywhere. He dropped his arms, and the seatbelt slithered back up to the side of the car. Neither of you seemed to know what to say now. Eventually, Cove turned to you. He seemed serious. Everyone cared when you left the restaurant. They all wanted to be here, but I promised that I'd look out for you. You broke up with me. Come on. He gripped the side of his cushion and regarded his lap. Like Liz, she told me I better not be making things worse, and I never be considered a trusted adult for the rest of my life. But yeah, everyone's here for you, even if it's just me in the car. Sure. Cove stared deep into your eyes. You noticed he had some redness around his. You can do it. We can do it, Cypher. Make it a good life for ourselves. No matter how hard it seems, we can do it. This is not the type of conversation I was expecting. What the fuck? Hold on. Did I took everything wrong? The way it was acting, that whole conversation, it acted like he was breaking up with me. Well, if not now, you know when? But he now regrets it and wants to come back? He gripped your shoulder so you knew that he was doing his best to project confidence. He was unsure about himself, but he was trying for your sake. I know what you're doing and you don't have to. This does not line up. This does not line up with the crap that's going on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Time out. I think I got everything wrong.
That's...
Yeah, there's no option! There's no option! There's no option! There was no option! There was no option to tell him, yeah, we're gonna make it, we're gonna take the boat head on, or no, we're gonna flounder and be doomed. You know, there was no yes or no reinsurance crap. I wanted to reassure him, but I was worried. Yeah! I mean, it had no, oh, we could make it. No, I
so
I
sorry.
did not see this option. Okay, I know the way he worded the questions. He was asking my thoughts about whether we're going to make it as a couple or not. And the choices presented was not a yes, no, I don't know. And that makes me mad. That really makes me mad. Developers, come on. Because it felt like it was a breakup. It really did. Alright, let's just. I know what you're doing, you don't have to. Duck, Cove duck his head. He fiddled with a bit of his hair. But I think I do. I'm not hiding it. I really do think that you're going to make it. There's no way that someone like you wouldn't. You feel his belief in you. Might have been uncertain about his own future. It's clear he saw something bright in yours. Cove then steadied you from over his shoulder with a soft expression. Twist his body to the side and held up his open arms. You raise your eyebrows. I'm not gonna give him a hug! He broke up with me, but he said, you got a bright future, kid. Because I went to college. I would not have this type of conversation after I cried, and him showing up like this. This is not the type of words I would be saying right now. I am furious. I'm fucking furious. I hope I'm not the only person. Is it because I accidentally did not let this relationship play out in our preteen years? That instead of, oh, we go from uninterested to maybe we're affectionate to we're crushing really hard, we're gonna be adults, you know. Is the ending gonna change? I'm gonna have to play this again. Damn it. I tried to get out of this game and they're dragging me back in. I will have to play this again and change it. God, I'm mad. You shook your head no. Cove smiled, put his arms back at his sides. High five then? I'm gonna high five your face. No, I'm good. He nodded. You both move on to the next topic. Hey, Cypher. His voice was calming. His eyes were full of his fondness for you. His mouth quirked into a crooked smile. I have a cutting plan. You could just stop thinking about the future and all that. You had no idea what he meant. He didn't acknowledge your confusion and continued. I still got that little apartment you could move in too. I'm so mad. Hold on. You know what? just talking about the future. He was talking about a relationship. And now he's doing this after breaking up with us. Now, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna reload. And I'm gonna play off time. And come back. I did not do that thing. I stepped out, talked it over with my mom about my frustration with the game. And she said, go ahead and play to the very end, then go back. So that way I know for sure how different it is here. So we are going to stick with this horrible ending. Then we'll try to fix it to the better ending. I honestly believe it is the teenage years that I accidentally let the computer AI choose the indifference. Oh, I'll sell pretzels. You can probably find a job there too. Hold on. Hold on. I'll still get that little apartment you can move into. I'll stay as close to here as possible and I'll get a new job on the shopping street. And I'll sell pretzels. You could probably find a job there too. You could also sell pretzels. We'll be business partners. I'm so mad at him. And then we'll do that forever. We'll never have to worry about what to do, where to go, and letting our lives change ever again. What do you think? I'm still mad at him. You don't know what you have been expecting. Cove, that plan sucks, and there's no way we're gonna do that. This game is acting like we're still together, even though he broke up with me. And I don't like that. It's acting like I became emotionally upset over the implications of change. And no, it actually came off as, hey, I think I'm going to break up with you because it's now or never. It's not reading it right to me. I'm not going to say it sucks, because that is a legit way of going for most people. It's just that I'm going to college. There's no way we're doing that. Co give you a bent smile, look theatrically confused. Huh, I wonder why you're not on board. Seems like an amazing solution to me. Clearly was just joking, you sighed affectionately. Why am I so affectionate to this dude who broke up with me? Amazing is certainly a word for it. Cove glanced away from you and regarded the window straight across from him. He let out a breath. It can always be the backup plan. He was half kidding. You focused on watching his face as he spoke. Zephyr. He started to speak but drifted off. All the sounds of the world outside were muffled in distance. That space, in that moment, it really felt as though there was no one except you and Cove. Finally was able to continue his thought. No matter what, you can count on me whenever you need something, or even if you just want it. We're becoming more independent, but you're never actually alone in this world. And I kiss him? You nodded without a word. This is totally broken for game logic. I'm sorry. Story logic. This is all ridiculous. I've never been this upset with a game where I had to storm out twice. And that's not a good reaction. I'm sorry. The line of logic in the dialogue is totally broken. They're still expecting you to stay together after hearing, oh, I think we need to you know, consider options here. You consider the thought of living with COVID in his tiny apartment in the present plan or just in general? I'm gonna say quiet. Why would I move in with a guy that just dumped me? This does not make sense. This type of conversation does not make sense with what he said earlier. And the choices are not there to bring it out in the open the way I want to. This is not helping me. I don't know how many percentages of people will take that as a breakup dialogue. And I don't know if they need to change this. And because I'm not the only one seeing this. Because I can't be the only one seeing this. The choices matter in this game. And that was a let's break up conversation. And I can't be the only one who sees it that way and not have the choices available to either rectify or smooth over or try to save the relationship or to actually have this conversation in the car reflect the breakup, because it's not reflecting the breakup. It was still weird thinking of living anywhere other than home. You kind of wanted it to always be neighbors, always close and always right there. You stole a glance at him. Cove beamed. You felt much better than you did 5 minutes ago. He was your rayish sunshine. Bullshit. I don't care. I am not monetized right now. I don't care if I drop this many F-bombs. Cove turned red but met your eyes. He was happy, even though his blush took over his face. I guess we should be able to head back without carrying the weight of this. It's important after all. He paused with a smirk. He paused with a smirk. You anticipated a joke, or at least an attempt at one. Our hands would finally be free for other things, like eating our meals, so that would be nice. I hate your guts. That's true, our hands would be free to do other things now. You silently nodded. Cove flushed and sighed with the exasperation of the insinuation. Oh no, that's not what I want. You slightly nodded. Things were looking up. Yes, if we broke up, yes, I'm sure we're gonna be friends. But honestly, I didn't want to break up with him. He smiled, pleased at how everything turned out. With that, you step into the vault again. You made sure to grab your phone, the key on the way out. Cove's stomach rumbled after you locked your mom's car back up. Looks like we're heading back just in time. Yeah. I'm sorry, folks, but I will be too upset to actually eat anything. It was a short walk back to the restaurant. It felt like you blinked and then suddenly you were retaking your place at the table. Felt nervous? You don't want to explain what happened yet? I'm not going to be nervous. I'm going to be fucking mad. Liz took in your appearance with a grateful expression. To your surprise, she seemed alright with letting her disappearing act go. Thank goodness you're back, Cypher. You have to back me up here. A hair elastic is called a hair elastic. It's a hair tie. Even just coming into the argument, you could tell they were just joking around. Neither Liz nor Lee was taking this semantic discussion seriously. Depends on what it is, because a circle enclosed is a hair elastic if it's actually covered to help with the hair. A hair tie is actually a very nylon, stretchy piece, kind of like elastic, but it's actually meant to pin and tie and wrap around, and then you pin back in. That's a hair tie. Scrunchies are totally different. They came from the 90s, 80s. And they're the big poofy things around the small elastic. And rubber bands are meant for objects. And the thing is, I don't know which one they're talking about. I hate this game. The Buddy Simulator, the FNAF games, all the other horror games have better game logic than this. I said it. This ending sucks. I am very half tempted to go and replay the middle teenage years after this, but I'm sticking through to the ending to see if there's any difference. And I will record the ending after playing the teenage years. I'm not going to record the new teenage years. Your mom's laugh. You felt your discomfort subside a bit. Ma caught your eye. Are you alright? No! Yeah, in this situation, I'll probably be like, I'll tell you later. Throughout the next few minutes, you found yourself drawn into a different conversation, each one where everyone checked on you in their own way. The warmth of everyone's love comforted you. You decided to tuck this treasured feeling close to your heart. You wanted to remember for a long, long time. No, I don't! It's because I mentioned I got accepted to college, and then he did this. If I never had mentioned about the college thing, I probably wouldn't have had that conversation with Cove. I'm still mad. I'm still mad. Night fell soon after everyone finished their meals, and before you knew it, you were standing in the parking lot, saying your goodbyes and packing up the cars to go home. After the last of the chores were done, your family spent some more time together. Good, I could tell them what the hell happened. The rest of the night felt like it was going by in the blink of an eye, and somehow the time came to retire to your room to sleep. No, girl, the tea comes out. You pulled your covers up under your chin and settled down for the night, getting warm and cozy. As your head sank into your pillow, you closed your eyes, your mind drifted back to everything that had happened that day. You see it all now, behind your eyelids, and soon you were experiencing it all over again. The image of Cope popping into your head. I'm not going to smile softly to myself. No! I'm tired. I'm going to snuggle deeper in my bed. So mad. It wasn't long before your eyes were growing heavy. You drifted off to a peaceful sleep. Oh God, we still had to play this. We still had to play this. The next morning, you woke slowly from a comfortable dream, finding yourself safe and warm and tucked up in bed. With a small stretch, you open your eyes to the sun shining in through the window. What's the point? What's the point? What's the point? After waking up a little bit more and getting ready, you headed downstairs to find your family all gathered around the kitchen area. Morning. You greeted them all, received a chorus of good mornings back in return. You nodded in acknowledgement as you were heading to the kitchen to find some breakfast. Knock at the front door caught your attention, and curiosity pulled you to follow several steps behind Mom as she went to answer it. Oh no, for the love of God! Surprised at the sight, Mom paused a moment and then she pulled Kyra into a big hug. Oh God. Meanwhile, you pushed the door a small sigh. No. We're still acting like we're together. This is totally wrong. We're not together. I know time's been flying. Kyra, guys, she waved. Hi there. Hi, welcome back. Yeah, I just waved. I'm glad to be back. Enough of standing around, come on in. Oh, God. Mom moved aside to usher the group in, guiding them to the living room. Before anyone could settle in, Mom spoke up. You're all welcome to stay for breakfast. We still have some great spices and stuff from the farmer's market.
Of course.
Yes, we'd be thrilled to host you. There were eager nods from Mr. Holden and Kyra, but Cove looked around the room filled with familiar faces before speaking up. Maybe instead of staying here, why don't we go to the beach? Who made you king? A scenic picnic, eh? Mr. Holden crossed his arms and contemplated that area happily. Excited, Kyra clapped her hands together. Oh, we could totally make a day out of it. Might as well enjoy the ocean when we can. That sounds lovely. Are we really acting like we're together as a couple? Is this just really bad scripting in a game? Okay, I'm just gonna speed through. We're gonna do speedrun through this. You know what? Let's end the episode here. Let's just end it here. I think I am done. Alright. Thank you for bearing this with me. I know that I'm probably going to have a lot of commentary on this. I understand completely that there may be different viewpoints on this or reinsurances. I don't want a lot of spoilers or anything. But I am going to replay this. I'm just going to stop here and just going to hit restart. I'm going to start a whole new file. I have a pretty good memory of how I choose things anyway. And I will come back to this ending when I fix that issue with the teenager and try to select the same choices I made and see if the ending changed. Because if I remember right, we went from uninterested, we kept being uninterested, and then we start crushing in high school, and then we officially hook up at the end of that summer. So what I'm gonna do is keep it where it was just uninterested-ish, but fond in the childhood summer, and in the teenage years, it's probably going to be met with fondness or something friendly or something like that. And then we go into the crush stage at the young adult. So I'm going to see if there's any changes there, and we'll see if the gameplay is different. So I'll come back. I think hopefully this will change for the better. I really do hope so. And yeah, I'll see you guys when that happens next time.